Hello, welcome students for our new class of accounting equation. Till yet we have covered 8 questions. This is question number 9 of accounting equation. Now let's see the question. These are the transaction for the related questions. I have written it in order to save the time. So now let's start. This is the first transaction. Started business with cash rupees 70,000. We all knows that cash is coming into our business and your capital is also increasing. So there is an increase in cash of rupees 70,000, liabilities level 0, and your capital is also increased by rupees 70,000. As we all knows that capital is an internal liability. So with this transaction your internal liability is increasing, because whatever this cash is coming into our business, this is not our cash, this is given by the owner to the business. So this is an internal liability for business to repay this amount at the time of closure, right? Second transaction, credit purchase of goods of rupees 18,000. Now you tell me what is coming into our business? Goods, that means stock, and stock is always our asset, right? So the level of stock is going to increase by rupees 18,000, clear? And credit purchase means we have to pay to that particular person later, right? That means we are liable to pay as goods is with us and we have to pay later. That is a liability. Why this is a liability? Because that seller is not our internal person. We all know that internal person is our owner only. Clear? So what is the name of that liability? The name of that liability is creditor. So our liability is increased by rupees 18,000. सबको समझ में आ गया ना? गुड्स बिजनेस में आया तो आपका गुड्स का लेवल, स्टॉक का लेवल इंक्रीज हो गया 18,000 से. जिससे आपने गुड्स परचेज किया उसको पेमेंट तो किया नहीं, क्रेडिट में लिया है मतलब उधार में लिया है, तो उसको पैसा बाद में दोगे, तो योर लाइबिलिटी इज इंक्रीजिंग. क्लियर? होप ये ट्रांजेक्शन सबको क्लियर हो गया होगा. आप वापस न्यू इक्वेशन बनाइए. कैश 70,000, स्टॉक 18,000, योर क्रेडिटर 18,000, योर कैपिटल 70,000. Right? If you want to check after every equation whether assets are equals to liabilities plus capital or not, then you are able to check. 70 plus 18, that is 88. 70 plus 18, 88. Equation is equal. Now see this transaction. This is a new transaction. Payment made to creditors in full settlement rupees 17,500. Now listen very carefully. Whenever the term full settlement is coming into a transaction, this indicates that some sort of discount is involved. Again, I am repeating, whenever full settlement term is coming in any of the transaction, that indicates that some sort of discount is there. Now, how this you have to understand. What is this? Creditor. Creditor means you have to pay to this person rupees 18,000 because you have purchased goods of rupees 18,000. Clear? On credit. You have to pay 18,000 to this person, and now in full settlement means fully settled. After this transaction, we are not going to pay a single penny to this creditor. Got the point? So, in full settlement, we are paying 17,500. That means we are receiving a discount of rupees 500. Again, I am repeating, 18,000 you have to pay to this creditor, but you are paying 17,500 in full settlement, right? After this transaction, we are not going to pay anything. That means you received a discount of rupees 500. That is your income. Clear? Now see the treatment. Payment. What is going out from the business? You are paying something to creditor. So your cash level is going to decrease by rupees 17,500. Listen very carefully. Now, as you are paying to this creditor, so your liability is also going to decrease by rupees 18,000. Listen very carefully, right? When we purchased a goods from some person on credit, our liability is increasing, and when we are going to pay to that person, our liability is going to decrease. Your liability is decreasing by rupees 18,000. This shows that now the level of creditor in your books is 0, because now we are not going to pay anything to this creditor. Got the point? Now you tell me, 500 is the amount of discount what you received. Right now 500 is a benefit for you as a business. This is the income, and income, expenses, profit, losses belongs to owners. So this income of 500 we are giving to owner. So the level of capital is increasing. Clear? Now see the treatment. 70,000 less 17,500. This is 52,500. Right now? 52, then 60, then 70. Here 18,000. Here 0. Here 70,500. Right? Add this both. 52 plus 18, 70,500, and there also 70,500. Hope this transaction is clear. Now see this transaction. Purchase of machinery. What is coming into my business? Machinery. Machinery is our assets. So machinery level, that means asset level, is going to increase by rupees 20,000. Purchased machinery for cash. That means the level of cash is going to decrease by rupees 20,000. Hope this transaction is clear. No outer liability or external liability, no internal liability. Got the point? New equation. 32,500, 18,000, 20,000 for machinery, liability 0, and here 70,500. See the equation. See the equation. Again, 32 plus 18, how much? 5,500 plus 20, 7,500, and here also 7,500. Last transaction. Depreciation on machinery, rupees 2,000. This is also a new transaction. Now listen very carefully. Whenever we are going to use any asset, any fixed assets on continuous basis, the value of that asset is continuously decreasing. That continuous decrease in the value of fixed assets is known as depreciation. Again, I am repeating. A continuous use of any fixed assets, that is depreciation. Take an example. Suppose you purchased a motor vehicle for business. When we are going to use a motor vehicle on continuous basis, the value of motor vehicle is continuously decreasing. That decreasement is known as depreciation. Got the point? Further, depreciation is a non-cash expenditure. Again, I am repeating. Depreciation is a non-cash expense. You think by yourself, you purchased a motor vehicle for business, and for business purpose, this motor vehicle you are using, that is understood. That by the continuous use, the value of motorcycle or motor vehicle is continuously decreasing. Right? But as the value is decreasing, to whom you are going to pay for this expense? Whom you are going to pay? We are not going to pay to anyone. Our asset is decreasing, so why we have to pay to anyone? Got the point now? That's why I am saying this is a non-cash expenditure. Non-cash means for this expense you need not to pay, you are not going to pay any single amount to anyone because your asset is decreasing. Got the point? Now see the accounting treatment. The value of your machinery is decreasing by rupees 2,000. This is an expense. That's why we have to decrease the capital by rupees 2,000 also. Right? Now tell me the new equation. 32,500 here. 18,000 here. 18,000 here. 0 here. And here 68,500. Make the total. 32 plus 18. 60, 6,500 and 18, 32 plus 18, 50, right now, 60, 68, 500. So the total of asset is 68, 500, and here the total of liabilities plus capital is also equals to 68, 500, right? After each and every transaction, you have to check the new equation, whether your new equation is equal or not, and at last also cross check it whether both the sides total assets is equals to liabilities plus capital, both the totals are equal or not. Check out the question. So welcome back, students. For the next question, this is question number 10 of accounting equation. See the first transaction. Commence business with cash rupees 60,000. So what is coming into the business? That is cash. How much? 60,000. As the cash is coming into our business, so the level of cash is going to increase. This cash is given by the owner. So this is your internal liability to repay this amount at the time of closure. So your liability in the form of capital is also increasing. Frame the new equation. Your new equation is positive 60,000 cash, level of liability 0, plus capital 60,000, level of internal liability is increasing. Clear? Now see the second transaction. Now see the second transaction. Your second transaction is paid rent in advance rupees 500, right? Paid rent in advance. Paid rent in advance. Paid. What is going out from the business? Cash. So your level of cash is going to decrease by rupees 500. As you are paying in advance, this is prepaid, paid in advance. So in future you are going to receive some sort of benefit. And whatever the items through which you are going to get some sort of benefit, that is known as assets. So prepaid is your asset, and your asset is increasing by rupees 500. See that transaction, increase in one asset and decrease in another assets. Already these of the transactions we have covered in the previous questions. Wherever the new transaction is coming, at that time I am telling you this is a new transaction, right? Now, no effect on liability and no effect on capital. Now see the equation, 60 less 5. This is 59,500, and here 500 capital, sorry, prepaid is increasing 0, and here capital level is 60,000. Clear? Now see the next transaction. Purchase goods for cash and credit rupees 20,000. Now tell me, how much amount of goods is coming into our business? 50,000. We all know that goods is what? Our asset, stock. So the level of stock is increasing by rupees 30,000. Sorry, 30 plus 20, how much? 50,000. Now, purchase goods for cash 30,000. That means the level of cash is going out from the business is 30,000. Here, clear? Level of cash is going to decrease by 30,000. 20,000 is on credit. That means 20,000 you promised you will pay later. So your external liability named creditors is going to increase by rupees 20,000. No effect on capital because owner's involvement is not there in this transaction. Now the new equation. 59 less 30, that is 29,500. Here plus 500 prepaid. Here stock plus 50,000. Here creditors 20,000 plus, right now 20,000 positive, and here capital positive 60,000. See the equation after each and every transaction. You have to see the equation whether assets is equals to liabilities plus capital or not. Now see the equation. 29,500 plus 500, 30,000, 30 plus 50, 80. And here 60 plus 20, 80. Equation equal. Now see the next transaction. Sold goods for cash 30,000 costing rupees 20,000. That means 20,000 is the cost price of goods that you are selling and you are receiving rupees 30,000, right? Now, how much amount of goods is going out from your business? 20,000. So your stock level is going to decrease by 20,000, less 20,000 here. Clear? Now, how much amount of cash is coming into my business? That is 30,000. So the level of cash is going to increase by 30,000. After that, if 20,000 is a cost of goods and you sold it for 30,000, that means there is a profit of 10,000 and profit belongs to owner. So your capital is going to increase by rupees 10,000. Got the point? Hope this point is clear to everyone. Now the new equation. 29 plus 30, 59,500. Here 500. Here 50 less 20, 30,000 is equals to plus 20,000. And here 60 plus 10, 70,000. Got the point? Now see the equation. 70 plus 20, 90. And here 60 plus 30, 90. Got the point? See the next transaction. Paid salary rupees 500 and outstanding being rupees 100. Firstly, you tell me, what do you mean by outstanding? Outstanding is due but not paid. Now, what is salary? Salary is an expense. Salary paid 500 and salary outstanding rupees 100. That means total amount of salary how much? 600. You all know salary is an expense. And where we are going to do the treatment of expense? In capital. So your capital level is going to decrease by rupees 600. Now after that, paid salary. Now how much amount of cash is going out from the business for salary? 500. So we are going to decrease the level of cash here by rupees 500. 100 is outstanding. Outstanding means due but not paid. Due but not paid, you promised that person that you will pay later. Your liability is increasing. Which liability? Is you are telling your owner that you will pay later? No. This time, whomsoever employee is there, to that employee you are saying that 100 is the outstanding salary, we will pay you later. That means your external liability is increasing. So here we will say this is outstanding. In a short form I have written O oblique S, that is outstanding, right? So your level of outstanding is increased by rupees 100. Now again the new equation. 59,500 less 500, that is 59,000. Here 500 your prepaid. Here your stock level 30,000. Here your creditors level 20,000. Here your outstanding level is increased by rupees 100. And here 70 less 600, that is 69,400. Got the point? Got the point? Now next transaction. This is a new transaction. Now listen very carefully. Goods, already I told you in the previous videos, but again whenever the new transaction is coming, I am explaining, right? Here personal use is there. Now listen. Goods or cash taken away by the proprietor for personal use is known as drawings. Bought motorcycle for personal use. Who is purchasing the motorcycle? Definitely you as a business is an artificial person. So whatever that transaction is there, that transaction is going to do by the owner only. So owner is purchasing a motorcycle for personal use with business money. Owner is purchasing a motorcycle with business money for personal use. So this is known as drawings. Clear? What is going out from your business? You will say that cash of rupees 5,000 is going out from the business. Is anything is coming into your business? No. Motorcycle, whatever you have purchased or owner purchased, that is for owner's personal use. That is not for the business use. Got the point? So this is a treatment, this is a transaction related with owner. So you are going to decrease a capital by rupees 5,000. Got the point? अच्छा एक चीज बताओ जरा, ये 60,000 है, इंटरनल लायबिलिटी है, आपने अपना बढ़ाया है, क्या मतलब है इसका? कि जब भी बिजनेस बंद होगा आपको पे करना है. लास्ट में ये आ गया है 69,400 पे. इसका क्या मतलब? कि 69,400 आपको पे करना है. अभी 5000 ओनर ने आपसे ले लिया अपने पर्सनल यूज के लिए, तो आप क्या कर रहे हो, 5000 यहां से डिक्रीज कर दे रहे हो। आप बोलोगे कि 5000 हम आपको कम पे करेंगे क्योंकि ये पैसा तो आप हमसे लेके जा चुके। आगे ना बात समझ में, भले ही बिजनेस से पैसा लिया उसने अपनी मोटरसाइकिल खरीदने के लिए, लेकिन बिजनेस क्या बोलेगा, 5000 तो आप लेके चले गए। क्लियर? दैट्स व्हाई वी आर डिक्रीजिंग द कैपिटल बाय ₹5000। ठीक है, चलो न्यू इक्वेशन बना दो जरा जल्दी से। न्यू इक्वेशन बनाएंगे। 59 में से 5 लेस कर देते हैं, कितना आ गया, 54,000 आ गया। हियर 500 आ गया, हियर 30,000 आ गया, इज इक्वल्स टू 20,000 पॉजिटिव प्लस 100। 69 में से 5 लेस कर दीजिए, 64,400। ठीक है, दोनों साइड्स का टोटल करिए आप जरा। 54 plus 30, that is 84,500. 84,500 total of asset. Here 64,400 plus 20, 84,400 plus 100, 84,500. That is the total of liabilities plus capital. See here, both the totals are equal. So we will say that all the transactions, whatever we did, that is correct. There is no fault in the transactions. Hello students, now this is question number 11 of your book accounting equation. Already till question number 10 we have covered. This is the next question. Now see the calculation. Started business with cash ₹60,000. What is coming into our business? Cash. So the level of cash is going to increase. We all know that capital is an internal liability, so your liability is also increasing. Check out the new equation. Level of cash is increased by ₹60,000 and level of capital is increased by ₹60,000. Second transaction. Rent received ₹2,000. Now tell me, what is coming into your business? You have to assume yourself as a business in order to understand the transactions properly. Clear? What is coming into your business? Cash in the form of rent received. So your level of cash is going to increase by ₹2,000. Got the point? Is this your income? What is coming into your business? You have you have given your property to someone and that person is paying you rent, right? So is this your income? Yes. Income belongs to capital. Clear? Plus 2,000. So our level of capital is going to increase by ₹2,000. Here do the calculation. 60 plus 2, 62. Total of assets, no liability change, and here 62. Equation is equal now, 62, 62. Third transaction, accrued interest ₹500. What is accrued? Accrued is due but not received. Accrued means due but not received. Interest is an income. Interest is due but you have not received the interest. Got the point? So does it mean that you are going to receive this interest in future? Yes, exactly. You are going to receive this interest in future. That means in future is you are going to get some sort of benefit. Yes, we are going to get some sort of benefit. So if you are going to get some sort of benefit, this is known as asset. Yes, this is asset. Accrued is a asset. Accrued is a asset. The level of asset is going to increase by ₹500. Got the point? Got the point? Now, interest you are going to receive in future, that is accrued interest. But interest is your income. Is interest, whatever you are going to receive in future, is it that your income? Yes, it is my income. So increase the capital by ₹500. Hope you all are understanding the concepts very properly. Plus 62,000 cash, accrued interest 500, liability 0, and here 62,500. The level of capital is increased. Clear? See the next transaction. This is a new transaction. Commission received in advance. सुनना बहुत ध्यान से. अगर कोई भी चीज आपको एडवांस में दे दी जाती है, दैट मीन्स you are liable to carry that amount for the particular stipulated or fixed or mentioned period. एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल देता हूं. सपोज आपके घर में आपको पॉकेट मनी मिलती है, ठीक है. आपके पेरेंट्स कहते हैं योर मंथली पॉकेट मनी इज 1000 रुपीज. क्लियर. अभी पेरेंट मान लो कहीं बाहर जा रहे हैं और उन्होंने आपसे कहा कि फॉर द नेक्स्ट मंथ will not be here, so we are paying you 2 months pocket money. अब अगर कोई कहता है कि इसकी अकाउंटिंग करो तो कैसे करोगे? आप ये बोलोगे कि दिस मंथ, सपोज अगस्त इज देयर, सो अगस्त मंथ्स पॉकेट मनी इज माय इनकम, बट फॉर द सितंबर मंथ वॉट एवर द पॉकेट मनी इन एडवांस you received from your parents, that is not my income for August. I am liable to carry out this 1000 rupees pocket money for next month. I am liable to carry this for next month, right? So advances are always a liability, right? If you are going to pay an advance to someone, that is an asset because further you are going to receive benefit. Now, commission received. What is coming into your business? Cash. What is coming into your business? Cash. But this amount of cash what you received, this is not your income. अगर income होता तो तुरंत कैपिटल को बढ़ा देते, लेकिन ये income नहीं है, ये तो एडवांस में दिया गया है. एक और एग्जांपल लो. मान लो कोई कस्टमर आया, आपको उसने 1000 रुपए एडवांस दे दिया, बोल दिया सर ऐसा करना, ये प्रोडक्ट डिलीवर कर देना. जब तक आप उस प्रोडक्ट को बनाओगे नहीं, उसको डिलीवर नहीं करोगे, तब तक आप क्लेम नहीं करोगे कि दिस 1000 इज योर इनकम, राइट ना. इसीलिए बोल रहे हैं कि दैट इज योर लायबिलिटी. मान लो कल को आप ऑर्डर फुलफिल नहीं कर पाते हो तो क्या हो जाएगा? तब तो आपको ये पैसा रिटर्न करना पड़ जाएगा. इसीलिए लायबिलिटी बोल रहे हैं. एक बार वो कंसाइनमेंट पूरा हो जाएगा, फिर आप इस 1000 को अपनी इनकम मान लीजिए. क्लियर है? बट नाउ दिस unaccrued is your liability, and we increase the liability by rupees 1000. See the calculation: 62 plus 1, 63,000. Here accrued 500. Here unaccrued 1000. Here capital 62,500. See the calculation: 63,500. Here also 63,500. Last transaction, amount withdrawn. Again, in the previous transaction, we have discussed this thing. Again, I am telling to you, amount withdrawn, this is not the full transaction. Amount withdrawn, अब किसने पैसा निकाला? किसने निकाला? जब किसी का नाम ही नहीं दिया हुआ तो कौन निकालेगा पैसा? बट ऑब्वियसली बात है, ओनर. That means amount withdrawn by the owner for personal use is known as drawings. तुम्हारे पास से क्या गया? बिजनेस से क्या चला गया? आप बोलेंगे सर पैसा चला गया बिजनेस से, 5000 रुपए चले गए. कौन लेकर गया है? ओनर लेकर गया है. तो ओनर की कैपिटल को क्या करेंगे? लेस कर देंगे. आप सब जानते हैं, ठीक है. चलो कैलकुलेशन करो जरा. सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन था. 63 लेस 5 कितना हो जाएगा? 58. कितना हो जाएगा? 58. क्लियर. हियर 500, हियर 1000, हियर 62 लेस 5 कर दो, कितना आ जाएगा? 57,500. ठीक है. चलो अब इसको ऐड कर लो जरा. 57 प्लस 1, 58,500, एंड हियर ऑल्सो 58,500. टोटल इज इक्वल बोथ 58,500. Assets is equals to liabilities plus capital. Hope this transaction is clear. All the transactions are clear. This is a very simple question. Hello students, this is our next question, question number 12 of accounting equation. Many of the transactions are repeating again and again. Whatever the transactions we have covered in 11 questions, maximum transactions are there like that only, right? But I am trying to make you understand each and every question. That's why continuously I am solving the questions in order for better understanding of yourself. Clear? Now see again. Started business with cash rupees 10,000. What is coming into the business? Cash. So the level of cash is increasing by rupees 10,000. This is a internal liability. You have to repay this 10,000 to your owner at the time of closure. So your internal liability is also increasing by rupees 10,000. After each and every transaction, you have to check whether both the equations are equal or not. Assets is equals to liabilities plus capital. Here 0, here 10,000 positive, equation is equal. See the next transaction. Paid rent in advance. Already we discussed in the previous question. Now, what is going out from the business? That is cash. So the level of cash is going to decrease by rupees 300. Paid. That means cash is going out from the business. Rent in advance. If you paid rent in advance, that means in future you are going to get some sort of benefit. That's why this is asset prepaid. How much? 300. The level of asset is increasing. Why? Because you are going to get some sort of benefit in future. No external liability, no internal liability. That means effect. 10 minus 3, that is 9700 positive. Here positive 300. Here 0. Here positive 10,000. What's the point? Equation equal 10,000 plus 10,000. See the next transaction. Purchase goods for cash and on credit. 5,000 you purchase on cash and 2,000 you purchase on credit. That means total 7,000 of goods is coming into your business. That is increase in stock. Your asset, stock. How much? 7,000. Clear? 7,000 रुपए का गुड्स आपके बिजनेस में आ रहा है, so your stock level is going to increase by rupees 7,000. How much you paid in cash? 5,000. तो क्या होगा बताओ? कैश का लेवल क्या हो जाएगा? Decrease. 2,000 you have to pay later. So your external liability क्या होती है? क्या नाम है इसका? Creditor. Your external liability is going to increase by rupees 2,000. Any effect on the internal liability? No. Got the point? Again calculation. This is 4,700. This is 300. This is 7,000 positive. Here plus 2,000. Here plus 10,000. See the equation. 47, 3, 5, 7, 12 and here 12. Equation equal. Now next. 4,000 is a cost price of goods and that goods you are selling it for 8,000. Is there any profit? Yes, there is a profit. How much? 4,000. Profit belongs to owner. Capital is going to increase by rupees 4,000. Clear? Now, costing rupees 4,000. How much cost of goods is going out from the business? 4,000. So the level of stock is going to decrease by rupees 4,000 here. How much cash is coming into the business? 8,000. So your cash level is going to increase by rupees 8,000. This is a treatment. Equation 8 plus 4, 12,700. Here 300. Here 3,000 plus. Here plus 2,000. Here 10 plus 4, 14,000. See the equation 14 to 16. And here 12,700 plus 3, 13 and 3, 16. Now here. Already I explained you this transaction in the previous question, so I am not going to explain this transaction here. Salary 450 you paid and 100 is outstanding. This both is the expense 550. So we are going to decrease it from capital. Total expense. Paid salary rupees 450. That means 450 of cash is going out from the business. 100 is outstanding. That means your liability external is going to increase by rupees 100, right? Now see the equation. 12,700 less this, so it comes to 12,350. Here plus 300, here plus 3,000 is equals to plus 2,000 here plus 100 here, then plus 14 less 5, 13, 450. Got the point? Got the point? Now the next transaction. Bought motorcycle for personal use. Bought motorcycle by the owner for the personal use from business money. What is going out from the business? Cash of rupees 3,000. And this is a drawings. So whom you are going to treat this drawings? Under capital, because this is the transaction related with owner. Now from 12,350 deduct this 3,000. How much? This is 9,350 positive 300 positive 3,000 is equals to positive 2,000 positive 100 and here positive 10,450. See the calculation. 9 plus 3 12 12,650. Right now, see the calculation. 9 plus 3 12 12,650. Here 10 to 12 12. How much? This is 550, this is 660. How? Some wrong calculation is there or what? Okay. Here 12,250 is there, right now? This is 12,250. Right? 12,700 less 4, 12,250. Right? 12,250 less 3,000. Here 9,250. Right now? Sorry for the calculation. Got the point? So here 9,250. So it comes to 12,550. And here also 12,550. Got the point now? If any error is there, so easily with the accounting equation, you will identify whether any error is there or not. Clear this point? Any problem? Any problem in this transaction, in this question? No problem, right? See the transactions. Welcome back, students. This is the next question. This is question number 13, right? Now see the first transaction. Again, the mixture of transactions are there. First, commence business with cash rupees 50,000. So what is coming into our business? Cash. How much? 50,000. So the level of cash is going to increase, right? Now, the capital is also increasing by 50,000 because this is the internal liability. We have to repay this amount. Now see the new equation. Plus 50,000 cash. External liability 0. Internal liability plus 50,000. See the equation. Both are equal. Assets is equal to liability plus capital. See this transaction, second one, paid into bank. Paid into the bank means you have deposited cash into your bank account. Clear? So what is going out from the business? Cash. So the level of cash is going to decrease by rupees 10,000 and you have deposited this cash into your bank account, right? So your bank balance is increasing. Bank is what? Bank is also your asset. ठीक है? पैसा आपके पास हो या आपके बैंक अकाउंट में हो, एक ही बात है. ठीक? तो कैश कम हो गया और बैंक बैलेंस बढ़ गया. कोई एक्सटर्नल लायबिलिटी नहीं है, कोई आपकी इंटरनल लायबिलिटी नहीं है, कुछ नहीं. क्लियर है? चलो इक्वेशन कर दो. प्लस का 40,000 प्लस का बैंक में 10,000, एक्सटर्नल लायबिलिटी 0, इंटरनल लायबिलिटी सेम रहेगी, कोई चेंज नहीं आया इस ट्रांजेक्शन से. प्लस का 50,000 इक्वल है 50 एंड 50. थर्ड ट्रांजेक्शन, परचेज गुड्स फॉर कैश रुपीज 20,000 एंड क्रेडिट रुपीज 30,000. ठीक है? चलो देखो ट्रांजेक्शन. परचेज गुड्स फॉर कैश रुपीज 20,000 एंड क्रेडिट रुपीज 30,000. कितने अमाउंट का गुड्स आपके बिजनेस में आ रहा है? 20 प्लस 30, मतलब स्टॉक आपके बिजनेस में आ गया कितने का? 50,000 का. 50,000 से आपका स्टॉक इंक्रीज हो गया. ठीक है? अब बताओ, आपने परचेज किया गुड्स कैश में कितना? 20,000. तो कैश जाएगा आपके पास से, तो लेस 20,000. क्या बैंक से कोई ट्रांजेक्शन किया? नहीं, बैंक से तो हमने कुछ नहीं किया. ठीक है? चलो 30,000 का क्या खरीद किया है? क्रेडिट पे। मीन्स 30,000 ऑफ गुड्स यू हैव परचेज्ड ऑन क्रेडिट। दैट मीन्स योर एक्सटर्नल लाइबिलिटी नेम्ड क्रेडिटर इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज बाय 30,000। क्या ओनर से कोई ट्रांजेक्शन हुआ है? नहीं, ओनर से तो कोई ट्रांजेक्शन नहीं हुआ। ठीक है, चलो इक्वेशन देखो। 40 कैश हमारे पास अब बचा अब 20,000। बैंक बैलेंस तो सेम है, कोई चेंज नहीं आया, तो 10,000 ही रहेगा। स्टॉक हमारे पास आ गया है 50,000 का, तो स्टॉक बढ़ गया 50,000 से। लाइबिलिटी भी हमारी बढ़ गई है क्योंकि अब ये 30,000 का अमाउंट हमें बाद में पे करना पड़ेगा। कैपिटल पे इस ट्रांजेक्शन से कोई चेंज नहीं आया, तो कैपिटल नो चेंज, 50,000 पॉजिटिव। नेक्स्ट ट्रांजेक्शन, सोल्ड गुड्स फॉर कैश ₹40,000 कॉस्टिंग ₹30,000। क्या मतलब है? 30,000 is the cost price of that goods and you sold it for ₹40,000। क्लियर? अब बताओ आपके बिजनेस से कितने अमाउंट का गुड्स चला गया? 30,000 का। तो गुड्स गया तो किससे लेस करना? स्टॉक से लेस कर दिया। चलो कैश कितना आ गया मेरे बिजनेस में? 40,000। तो कैश इंक्रीज हो गया मेरा 40,000 से। ठीक है, बताओ 30 का गुड्स है, 40 में सेल करोगे तो प्रॉफिट कितने का हुआ? 10,000 का। प्रॉफिट किसका होता है? ओनर का। तो ओनर का कैपिटल क्या हो जाएगा? बढ़ जाएगा। चलो कोई एक्सटर्नल लायबिलिटी इंक्रीज हो रही है क्या? क्रेडिटर वगैरह? नहीं। बैंक से कोई ट्रांजेक्शन किया क्या? नहीं, तो 0 इक्वेशन बना दो न्यू। प्लस 60,000 बैंक में नो चेंज, प्लस 10,000 स्टॉक में चेंज आएगा क्योंकि 30,000 का गुड्स हमने सेल आउट कर दिया। तो अब हमारे पास कितने का गुड्स बचा? 20,000। क्रेडिटर अभी भी बच रहे हैं क्योंकि क्रेडिटर्स को पेमेंट आपने नहीं किया अभी तक। कैपिटल का लेवल इंक्रीज हो गया, अब ये हो गया 60,000। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट ट्रांजेक्शन, रेंट पेड ₹500। रेंट क्या है हमारे लिए? एक्सपेंस। कैसे पे करोगे? कैश में। तो कैश का लेवल क्या हो जाएगा? कैश का लेवल क्या हो जाएगा? डिक्रीज। रेंट क्या है? एक्सपेंस। सबको मालूम है एक्सपेंसेस का ट्रीटमेंट कहां करना है? कैपिटल में। क्लियर है? बैंक से कोई इफेक्ट नहीं, स्टॉक पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं, क्रेडिटर्स पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं। ठीक है, तो 0 कर दो इसको, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। चलो न्यू इक्वेशन बनाओ। 60 लेस 5, 59, 500 पॉजिटिव। बैंक में नो चेंज 10,000, स्टॉक में नो चेंज 20,000, क्रेडिटर में नो चेंज 30,000। कैपिटल में चेंज आया, अब ये हो गया 59,500। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट ट्रांजेक्शन, रेंट आउटस्टैंडिंग ₹100। सबको मालूम है रेंट क्या है? एक्सपेंस। तो कहां से लेस करना है? कैपिटल में से। आउटस्टैंडिंग का मतलब क्या होता है? ड्यू बट नॉट पेड। क्या है आपके लिए? लाइबिलिटी। पहले भी बहुत बार पढ़ चुके हैं। 100 रेंट है, अभी तक पेमेंट नहीं किया, तो आपकी लाइबिलिटी क्या हो जाएगी? इंक्रीज। कैश पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं क्योंकि कैश तो पे कर ही नहीं रहे हैं, पैसे ही नहीं है बोल रहे हैं। बैंक में कोई चेंज नहीं, बैंक से कोई पेमेंट नहीं हुआ चेक वेक के थ्रू। कोई गुड्स हमने सेल नहीं किया, क्रेडिटर को कोई पेमेंट नहीं किया अभी तक। क्लियर है? चलो न्यू इक्वेशन बना दो। क्या हो जाएगा? प्लस का 59,500, कोई चेंज नहीं है 10,000, कोई चेंज नहीं है 20,000, कोई चेंज नहीं है 30,000। नई लायबिलिटी है आउटस्टैंडिंग प्लस 100, चेंज है 59,400। क्लियर है? कैपिटल कम हो जाएगा। बताइए, फर्नीचर खरीदा है क्रेडिट पे, उधार खरीद रहे हैं फर्नीचर। फर्नीचर क्या है मेरे लिए? एसेट। फर्नीचर क्या है मेरे लिए? एसेट। फर्नीचर मेरे पास आ रहे हैं कितने अमाउंट के? 5,000 के। तो 5,000 की वैल्यू से फर्नीचर क्या कर दो? इंक्रीज। उधार खरीद रहे हो, पैसा तो दिया नहीं है, तो इसका नाम क्या लिखोगे? क्रेडिटर फॉर फर्नीचर। यहां इन्वॉल्व मत करना। क्यों? क्योंकि जब भी आप गुड्स खरीदोगे उधार में तो क्रेडिटर, अगर फर्नीचर खरीदा, एसेट खरीदा उधार पे तो फर्नीचर। क्लियर है? तो लायबिलिटी फॉर फर्नीचर इंक्रीज हो जाएगा 5,000 से। बाकी किसी पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं। कैश गया नहीं क्योंकि उधार खरीद रहे हो, बैंक से पेमेंट किया नहीं, स्टॉक का ट्रांजेक्शन नहीं है, क्रेडिटर का पेमेंट किया नहीं, आउटस्टैंडिंग से कोई मतलब नहीं है, कैपिटल से कोई मतलब नहीं। न्यू इक्वेशन बना दो। 59,500, 10,000, 20,000, 5,000 फर्नीचर। क्रेडिटर 30,000, आउटस्टैंडिंग 100, क्रेडिटर फॉर फर्नीचर 5,000 एंड 59,400। ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ो। बॉट रेफ्रिजरेटर फॉर पर्सनल यूज, फिर से ड्राइंग का ट्रांजेक्शन है, मालूम है ना क्या करते हैं, प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस में कर चुके हैं। पैसा कहां से जाएगा, बिजनेस में से, तो बिजनेस से लेस कर दो। पर्सनल यूज के लिए है तो कहां से लेस कर देना, कैपिटल में से लेस कर देना। बस इतना ही ट्रांजेक्शन है। न्यू इक्वेशन बनाइए, क्या हो जाएगा न्यू इक्वेशन हमारा, प्लस का 54,500, ठीक है, प्लस का 10,000, प्लस का 20,000, प्लस का 5,000, प्लस का 30,000, प्लस का 100, प्लस का 5,000 और यहां पर प्लस का 54,400। ठीक है, लास्ट ट्रांजेक्शन, बॉट मोटरसाइकिल फॉर कैश ₹20,000। ठीक है, अब देखो जरा, यहां पर हमने क्या खरीदा है, मोटरसाइकिल। ठीक है बच्चों, ध्यान से देखो, ट्रांजैक्शन है बॉट मोटरसाइकिल फॉर कैश। आपने मोटरसाइकिल खरीदी है कैश में, अगर पर्सनल यूज होता तो मेंशन कर देता कि पर्सनल यूज है। अभी ये मोटरसाइकिल हम खरीद रहे हैं अपने बिजनेस के लिए, राइट ना। दिस टाइम मोटरसाइकिल वी आर परचेजिंग फॉर आवर बिजनेस। नाउ मोटरसाइकिल इज व्हाट, मोटरसाइकिल इज आवर एसेट। अब देखो यहां पर मेरे पास प्लेस नहीं है तो मैं यहां पर लिख देता हूं मोटरसाइकिल, क्लियर है ना, ऐसे लिख देता हूं मैं मोटरसाइकिल, क्लियर, क्योंकि एसेट है। आपके पास क्या आ रहा है, मोटरसाइकिल। मोटरसाइकिल क्या है, एसेट है, तो एसेट का लेवल क्या होगा, इंक्रीज। इंक्रीज कर देता हूं मैं यहां पर, कितने की मोटरसाइकिल है, 20,000 की, तो 20,000 से मोटरसाइकिल इंक्रीज कर रहा हूं। ठीक है, मोटरसाइकिल खरीदी है तो बिजनेस से क्या गया, कैश, तो कैश का लेवल मैं डिक्रीज कर देता हूं 20,000 से। सबको क्लियर है, बाकी किसी पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं। चलो न्यू इक्वेशन बना लो। कैश हमारे पास अब कितना बचा, 34,500। हमारे पास बैंक बैलेंस कितना है, 10,000। हमारे पास स्टॉक कितना है, 20,000। हमारे पास फर्नीचर कितने वैल्यू का है, 5,000। हमारे पास मोटरसाइकिल कितने वैल्यू की है, 20,000, करेक्ट। यहां पर हमारे पास क्रेडिटर्स कितने वैल्यू के हैं, 30,000। हमारे पास आउटस्टैंडिंग कितना है, 100। हमारे पास वेंडर फॉर फर्नीचर बोलिए या क्रेडिटर फॉर फर्नीचर बोलिए, एक ही बात है, कितना है, 5,000। हमारे पास कैपिटल कितना है, 54,400। जब आप दोनों का अकाउंटिंग इक्वेशन करेंगे तो दोनों का टोटल क्या आएगा आपका, इक्वल। होप ये क्वेश्चन सभी बच्चों को अच्छे से क्लियर हो गया होगा, क्योंकि जितने भी ट्रांजेक्शन्स हमने किए हैं इसमें कोई भी नया ट्रांजेक्शन नहीं था। जो भी हम प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस में ट्रांजेक्शन्स कर चुके हैं वही सेम ट्रांजेक्शन्स हैं। ठीक है, अच्छे से क्वेश्चंस लगाइए, जितना मुझसे कवर हो पाता है उतने क्वेश्चंस में कवर करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं। तो आप लोग भी अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस करते रहिए। बहुत बार आप क्या किया करो, जैसे वीडियो स्टार्ट किया तो क्वेश्चन रहता है, ट्राई किया करो इक्वेशन अपने आप सॉल्व करने की, उसके बाद देखो कि आप सही कर रहे हो कि नहीं। क्लियर है, तो क्रॉस चेक करते जाया करिए और पढ़ते जाया करिए। ठीक है, चलिए फिर नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलते हैं। तब तक के लिए आप क्वेश्चंस की प्रैक्टिस करिए, राइट। थैंक यू वेरी मच।